Hey babes, I'm Miss Mila Rose, and today I'm cosplaying as Princess Peach.
Super Mario, here we go. Here we go. Yaha! I got the star! Here we go!
You could say that this cosplay was kind of fan requested. This costume was purchased for me, only the costume though, not the wig, for a custom video. But after obtaining the costume, I thought, why not get the wig too and do a complete Princess Peach cosplay? And so here we are today. This costume is pretty straightforward. The only items that I'm wearing are the dress, the tiara, the wig, and the wristband. Now, of course, you might say, where are her earrings? Her iconic earrings that make Princess Peach Princess Peach. I couldn't wear the earrings. The earrings just kept falling off my ears. They were designed as clip-ons, as you guys know, or most of you probably know by now. I do not have pierced ears, and luckily for me, they did send me clip-ons, but unluckily for me, these earrings just were The design was fine, but they didn't hold at all, and the reason being is, well, partly because I think the way that they did the clip was at a very weird angle, and it didn't help that the giant blue ball of the earring was way too heavy, so it wasn't able to hold onto the ear, and even if I could get it to clip on, it would only hold for like a few seconds at most, and that's if I stayed like completely still. So because of the earring situation, I did decide to do a little bit more of an all-natural look for Princess Peach. After all, this is her tennis edition costume, and this isn't her like ball gown costume where she's very princessy. She's very sporty in this costume, so why not give it a little bit more of an all-natural appeal instead of a glam look? Hence the reason why I'm not wearing any nail polish today. Now you might say I'm cheating a little bit with the tiara, and you're probably right. I just thought that the tiara was a little bit too iconic for me to pass up for this cosplay. After all, she is a royalty, she is a princess, so even if she's taking on a sport such as this, she still needs the crown. The costume overall feels pretty high quality. I love the material, it feels really nice. They got all of the designs right and everything. I only had a problem with the earrings because they were just not designed to actually hold onto the ear. Looks good, zero functionality. But overall, I do really like this costume. I would just say if anyone's purchasing this one, I don't remember who was the seller, but I did find it on Amazon, that the earrings, if they want to be utilized, are handmade and not utilized from the ones that come with the costume. I did contemplate making my own, but I just decided it wasn't worth the time and effort. Again, this costume was purchased for me. This wasn't like a passion project of mine or anything like that, so I didn't care enough to get the earrings working. But again, I don't think she needs to wear her earrings when she's playing a sport. Right, now let's talk about the wig. I love the quality. I really love that the ponytail came as a clip-on, so it's detachable, and the quality of the ponytail is also really nice. And the way they do the clip is really nice because you can't really see that there's a clip that's attached. But the bangs I struggled with. And you babes know better than anyone by now that I always struggle with the bangs, unfortunately. Update, I did reach out to see if I could find somebody to do the bangs for me, cut them and style them, and get the wigs looking a little bit more on character. But it turns out hairdressers don't really want to tackle wigs at all. And I guess tackling wigs is a bit more niche than I originally thought. So I would need to find an actual specialist. But until then, I'm going to keep practicing and working on my wigs to try and get them looking as good as possible. So this one I did do myself. I had to trim the bangs because they were really long. The bangs are coming about this length, which is insane because her bangs shouldn't be longer than about this length here. And then she has her side bangs, which can be longer. So I had to touch up this wig like 3 times to get it looking as decent as it does now. In my first attempt, I completely butchered the bangs. They were completely uneven and I couldn't get them styled so that there was a middle chunk and side chunks because they kept on wanting to merge back into my face instead of being separated in bits. The hair just kept on wanting to fall flat on my face instead of being pushed to the sides, stylized in a really nice way, even though I was using some pomade to push them around in place. In my second attempt, I did a little bit of touch-ups with the trim, but not really. For the most part, I was just using bobby pins to get some of the hair chunks out of the way because it looked atrocious if I just left them out in the open the way I did. And it was then that I realized that this wig was actually salvageable, and I hated it a little less. Actually, during the first attempt, I was dreading filming a YouTube video for this cosplay because I realized just how bad it looked. Touch-up number 3, and the one that you're seeing right now, pretty much was my attempt number 2 plus slight trimming of the bangs to get a little bit more level of the bangs in the front. And I also used bobby pins. I used 4. I used 1 on each side to push some of the bangs underneath the wig cap, and then I used 2 more to do the same for this side so the ear wouldn't get buried by the rest of the wig. Overall, even though I know I butchered the first trim job of this bang, I think it actually turned out pretty okay. I'm pretty satisfied with it. I don't completely hate it. I do wish I didn't mess it up on the first round, of course. You can always trim more. You can never come back from trimming too much, and that's basically what I did with my first attempt. It's really hard not to mess up in that way though, because you'd think that you could just use like some water and trim it like you would do with real hair, but it doesn't work that way. And it actually makes you trim a little bit more than you should. So it's really difficult working with wigs, you guys. I'm sure some of you who have wig experience can sympathize with me a little bit, but if you've never worked with a wig before, trust me, it's not the same as working with real hair. Every wig I've worked with so far has been synthetic. Now onto the footwear. Today I'm rocking my running shoes with some white ankle socks. So nothing special. I really wish I had pink running shoes for this purpose because that would be a little bit more iconic to Princess Peach's character design. Unfortunately, the only running shoes I own are a pair of red ones. I also have a couple of props that were not purchased for the sake of this cosplay. A pink tennis racket and a tennis ball. No, the tennis racket doesn't have the iconic design on it, but I think it still works for Princess Peach's photo shoot, which of course you babes are getting an exclusive viewing and behind the scenes of that photo shoot right here, right now. Did you think? Did you like the cosplay? Do you think I make a good Princess Peach? Tennis edition, of course. I definitely had fun cosplaying as Princess Peach. Obviously, who doesn't like Nintendo games, right? Of course, as always, if you babes enjoyed this cosplay, get ready with me and my behind the scenes photo shoot. Please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe down below to my YouTube channel, turning on that notifications bell on so you babes don't miss another one of my cosplay videos coming very soon. The next cosplay is going to be Android 18 from Dragon Ball. Super excited! Well babes, that's it from me today, and I'll see you babes soon with another cosplay video. Bye for now! Till next time!